Hello, welcome. Welcome to welcome to the New York Coin 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 So let's just do analysis for today. Today there's news. If you go to ForexFXen, later at 9:30 when the US market opens, there's this core PCE price inflection. So for now, I will definitely be avoiding basically all the US dollar pairs. I'll be more than the US dollar pair. So when the price reach, then we can start, get some confirmation, and then we can start getting into positions for the US pair. So for gold, I'm currently not in any trade for gold. I've marked this trend line, so the price is currently still respecting this trend line, and it's still respecting the resistance zone. So for now, for gold, I'm not going to get into any trade first because the price might just down or There's some issue with my, apparently there's some issue with my my live stream. Okay, I think it's back to normal because I think the I actually did some settings on my my streaming platform. Actually did some setting to my streaming platform. Apparently there's some issues that's happening right now. Just let me check, yeah. Okay, I think it's okay. I think it's back to normal already. Okay, so let's just get back to where we stopped at. Okay, so GBP CHF has already been taken out. So basically for me, this trade is over. Okay, this trade is over. Okay, so this one is over. Let's just go to a different pair now, and also let's just see if there's any other possible entries. Right, so like I said, gold, I'm not looking at any entries. So it actually respected this trend line. Just now the price was here. Right, so if you see, yeah, the price came down, then started to go up, right? So I'm not getting in. That's just another 12 minutes for the news. Okay, if you guys have any question, you can just type into the chat and then I'll just reply to you guys. You guys have anything that you guys want to know about? You want to ask me to analyze any of your preferred pairs? Then I will do a much more detailed analysis for that pair. Okay, so GBP USD, what I want to see is the price to actually form here, actually go up to this zone, right? And then on the lower time frame, it gave me some confirmation to short it, so I can short it all the way down here. So I'm just waiting for the price to reach. But for now, it's a waiting one for me. So let's just see how much impact the news have later, right? We have news on USD pair at 9:30, right? So which is this one here. So for me personally, I already stopped trading news. You know, basically, a lot of people actually does this, right? So now it's 9:19. So when the time is at 9:29, then they start selling or buying instantly, right? Basically, you are just gambling for you're just gambling on that pair to see if you actually hit the jackpot or not. So it's not advisable, right? It's not advisable to trade like this. So I wouldn't advise you guys to do so, right? Because I've done it before in the past when I got no knowledge in trading, right? Busted quite a lot of accounts just from trading news. It's because of the greed. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I only would trade what I see. So right now I don't see anything for me to trade. So I'll just wait for GBP USD. Right now I'm just trying to look for possible entries on a 4 hour. So this one is not breaking below yet. So if it breaks below, then we can start selling. Okay. We might have a possible entry on Euro AUD, right? It has already taken out this low and it just retested again, second try. Okay. So now the price is forming it like this, right? So this high has been taken out, candle close above, right? So now this is a low here, right? And then here is not being taken out yet. So like I said, if we were going to be slightly much more aggressive, we are looking at this low here to be taken out. We jump on to the 5 minute, right? So if you look at 5 minute, then definitely this is a low that we are looking for the price to be taken out. When the price closes below, so my confirmation is like this: price closes below, do a retest, then I start selling. Eventually, we'll see the price dump further. Okay, so there will be one possible entry, but we need to wait for this candle to close below first. Right now, what you can see is the price actually is rejecting at this area here, right? So let's just wait for the candle to close. When it closes, then we can start getting into the trade. Set an alert. So basically, when this candle, there's different type of alert. Yeah, one of it is basically when the price touches this, then it will send you an alert. Right? But what I said is for the price to close. When the price closes, then the alert will come to me. So I'm waiting for something like this to happen, and then eventually a retest, and then we can start selling again. Okay, so alert is on. So let's just wait for this Euro AUD. So USD CAD is still dumping, and it's currently at this support area, a very risky one. I'm looking much more towards this area here. So we'll see what the price does and what happens later. But there's a possibility that the price is just going to dump further, or it's just going to just start to rally. Right? It's because of the news that's going to come very, very soon. Okay, let's look at gold. So this support, I'm going to be removing it. So basically, why I'm removing this zone is because this one used to be a support. It broken, retested, rejected, retest, reject, and then it broke up and it broke down again, and then it is basically this area here is not respecting the zone. It just goes in and out of the zone like there's no zone there, right? Like there's no reaction is supposed to happen. So eventually it broken up and then it became support again. So, but I'm not going to use this because this is going to be, to me, it's an invalid zone already, right? So I'll be using basically these two zones here. If I want to take a sell, I would want to see the price to drop below, do a retest, and then I'll start selling. Right, so this is what I want to see for gold. Okay, of course, there's also a few lows that it needs to take out, right? Which is this area here. You also have this low here, right? So there's these two lows that the price needs to take out. But when it takes out, then it definitely is going to dump, right? Because the candle is going to basically close below if it takes out these two candles, these two lows here. So there's another 4 more minutes for the news. So we'll see what the price does, and then we will react to what the price gives us. Okay. Okay, so for now there's nothing much already. So you guys have any questions, any pairs that you want me to look at? Any pairs you guys want me to look at? Then I'll do my analysis on the pair that you are requesting for. Yeah, so you see the price is just in this area and it's not coming down. So we have to wait a little more for this one to move. Two more minutes for news. Let's just wait a little while more and see what the price does. Yeah. So it's rejecting. Okay, it's 9:30. A new candle just opened. Yeah. So that's the reason why I don't sell it. You see? That's the reason why I don't sell. So I want to see this breaking below. I want to look at it to break below, then we can have a better entry. Yeah, so GPP CHF just taken us out and then it started to dump again. So that's very unfortunate. Okay, very, very unfortunate for us. Okay, let's go back to gold. Yeah, it just went pretty high and then it started to dump now. Okay. Yeah, it's still respecting this trend line. Yeah, it's still on my trend line. It's still respecting it. It's still not breaking below. It's still there. So for those of you that has made money today on the GBP CHF trade, make sure you guys withdraw, right? Spend it, save it up, dump it into another account, right? Up to you guys. We'll come back stronger next week, and definitely try to get more trades for you guys. So for this week, it's very less. So basically this week I only got into two positions, right? Basically it's a Euro USD one, which is on Wednesday, right? And today we have one which is on GBP CHF. Yeah. So we don't have much trades to get in for these past few days, because a lot of pairs are still on my waiting list, just watching list. So I have to wait for the price to form some kind of movement before I can start making any decisions. So definitely we'll come back stronger next week, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, so Euro AUD it's still not closing below yet. Because on the 15-minute it did not close below. When it opened a new candle, it actually took out all these lows but shot back up. So this is gonna be a waiting one for us. Because even on the 5-minute it did not take out the lows. The candle still closed above. Okay, gold is trying to break. Right, but on the 4-hour it's not breaking the lows. So I would like to see this candle to take out these two lows first before I get into a sell position. Right, because let's look back on the news. So basically this news is, if you just look at this usual effect on Forex Factory, right? You click on today, click on calendar, and then go to today's date. If you see any red boxes here, which means it's a very high impact, right? So basically, what you want to look at is you just click on this folder, on this red box. You click on this folder. You just look for this usual effect. So if the actual is greater than forecast, that means it's good for the currency. So this is the actual greater than forecast, which means good for the currency, but this is on the equal amount, right? But the forecast is better than the previous. Right? So if it's at 0.2% and above, it's definitely going to be good for the US dollar. Right? So gold actually took a jump first before it started to dump. Right? So it actually took a jump before it dumped. So same goes for the DXY here. Right? It was here. It dumped first and then it started to go up. Right? So I think today for gold is going to just close. For this week, it's just going to close somewhere here, right? Around this, basically around this two range. Probably be stuck in the middle or stuck at the resistance area. For next week, we might be able to get a much more bigger move from gold. Okay, I'm going to look at this support here because I would like to take a buy when the price reaches this area. Because these are all supports, right? So I'm looking for the price to reach this area actually. So when the price does comes in, then I can look for a buy opportunity. At the same time, if it takes out all this supports area, I will look for sells. So Euro AUD also is not breaking below. Yeah, so today I think we won't be having any trades for today, as the price is not going to where we want it to be. So JPP CHF took us out, it dumped again. If I would want to make another entry on this, I would wait for the price to actually take out all these highs. I want the price to break above. Then I will start to look for a second opportunity for GBP CHF. Yeah. I want to see the price break above. We might be able to see it next week if the price don't dump, right? So we might be able to see it next week. So if the price breaks above, we need the same kind of confirmation that the price is reversing, then we will start to get into the trade. So that would be for GBP CHF. The other pairs are all basically just still on the waiting list. Okay, so the price actually broke. It's not closing yet. If you want to see a better break on the trend line, right? Because if you look at this trend line, I marked it from the 4 hour, right? So the 1 hour, no candle closing below, 30 minute as well. So if you go on the 15 minute, then these are broken below, right? Then it's not. So this trend line doesn't work for the 15-minute chart because there's a break here, but it's still rarely back up. So for me, I will use it at the lowest, which is on the 30-minute. So if the price actually breaks below the 30-minute, including these two lows here, eventually also taking out this one as well, then I will wait for a retrace, a retest, you know, or you can call it. Then I will start to sell this pair. But same thing, you will need a confirmation on the lower time frame, probably on the 15 minute or on the 5-minute chart. Okay. Right now we don't have anything much on board, so it's still gonna be a waiting one for us. So for me, my trading time is basically on the New York session. I look at chart during the daytime and afternoon, but I don't try to look so hard for any opportunity to get in the trade. I prefer much more on the New York session because there's much more volume usually. But because I'm looking at a 4-hour chart, right? We're looking at a 4-hour chart here, right? Our analysis are all based on the 4-hour. So you don't have to look at the chart every single minute or every hour. You know, I just look at the chart every 4 hours once. So like this, I have much more time to do other stuff, right? So I just analyze. What I do is usually I analyze all the pairs in the morning on the 4-hour chart. Then I will know which pairs to keep an eye on, and then when the price touches the point of interest for me, then I will go to the 15-minute chart for confirmation. So that's how I do my analysis daily. Of course, I will look much more on the New York session is because New York session usually have a much more bigger volume, right? If you look at gold, right, all this movement, right, it's all caused during the US session. So I prefer to get into this trade. Like you see this dump, right? It happened during the New York session, right? New York session opens at 9:30, right? And this area is just dumped all the way down, right? This is like 250 pips, 250 pips drop. And this one was yesterday. The same thing happened, right? Same thing happened on yesterday. About 100 to 150 pips rise, yeah. And then today this one happened again. Right? So you see the price is not. It just gives a very long wick, right? So with this kind of wick, we can't do much about it, right? So if you can see, there's we need, if this candle is going to close above, we need the candle to break below, taking out this low eventually to this low as well. Then we need a retest, and then we can start selling. So right now we don't. Definitely, you're not going to be able to sell at this this area here. If you sell it now, then it's basically just greed trading. You're just chasing after the price. Um, I don't suggest for you guys to do that. Okay, so I think today, basically for this week, then I think that's it for this week. We won't be getting into trades already because the week is closing. Um, if I can suggest, Friday I try not to take so much trades because usually Friday is where people try to jump into trades very impulsively, um, in a very greed way. They just want to get, just want to earn a few more bucks. So a lot of people jump in, get trades, right? And also there's people that's coming out from trades. So it will also affect the market. So on Fridays, I usually try my best. If I can get into one or two trades, then I'm lucky enough, right? Like today we got into GBP CHF, so we definitely earn a bit. I will try not to chase after the prices. So if it happens, there's an opportunity for us, then yes, we'll get in. Otherwise, then you just wait till next week. Market opens on a Monday at 5 o'clock in the morning. So then that's where we can start to look for much more opportunities to get more trades in. So I will give much more effort next week. I want to get into more trades next week and help you guys to earn more, right? So we have another 1 minute for Euro AUD to close. Okay, we have another 1 minute more. Let's just see what we can get. If this candle is going to close below, that's a retest, then yes, we're going to take this trade. That's just, wow, the price is dumping. The price is dumping like crazy. Okay, that's just Euro AUD. This is gonna be a risky one. Okay, this is gonna be slightly risky. All right, we have a candle close below, so we can place our sell order right here. Stop loss on this 5 to 10 pip buffer. I will give it a 20 pip buffer, so we risk lesser. Yeah, first target is going to be here, which is a 1 to 2. Okay, just give me a minute. let's just see if the price actually give us this, yeah. Looks like the price is not giving us that entry. Okay, let's just wait. Just wait a little more. So this trade I would suggest to risk lesser because it's a Friday and it's already quite late in the day, right? So I wouldn't risk as much. I would risk much lesser compared to my usual risk, right? So a 20 pip stop loss, almost the same as GPP CHF just now. So risk lesser. Uh, don't be too greedy. I'll place a sell limit. Okay, I'm taking a very smaller risk than usual. Okay, okay. So I've placed my sell limit. I've placed my sell limit. So we'll see if the price actually triggers and give us this trade. Yeah. Right now the price is still dumping. Okay. Um, I'm looking to get a retracement before it dumps further. Okay. Right. We're not gonna be so greedy, right? Because this is your optimum, right? So we're not gonna be all the way down. So we're just gonna target up here, about a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it gonna be for today. You guys just make sure you look at this trade. If the price reaches, right? If it retraces back to the entry, then you can get in, right? And then your first TP you want to watch out for is going to be this price here, which is at 1.64543. Yeah, so this is where you're going to be taking your partials. Reason why is because this is a resistance that is broken and then it became a support. So definitely when the price reaches this point here, it's going to have some kind of reaction, definitely, right? And then your optimum TP is going to be here. Right? So if it's here, it's 1-to-1 already, right? So our optimum is going to be right down here. Yeah, so I'm going to go offline already. So if you guys have any questions, you can just PM the admin, right? And we will be happy enough to help you guys out. So that's it for today. We'll come back stronger next week, and I'll see you guys next week on Monday. Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. See you guys soon.